Hello again. Remember when the chosen with the flappy ears referred to Yemen as a testimony of the progress of democracy in the Middle East? That was in September. Are you sort of getting the picture that this guy is totally clueless? Caught a little bit of Fox News, and Ed Henry was talking about their trip to India. They said that the Indian government posted, the number they gave was, I thought, rather mind-boggling. I believe they said 10,000 snipers to protect the chosen one. You know what's interesting as well? I haven't seen Michael. Have you? And again, I haven't been watching a whole lot of Fox News. I grab a little here, a little there. I'm too busy making videos. But if anyone has seen Michael in India, could you send me a clip of that? Because I can't find anything. And I'd be blown away if Michael steps off the plane at their next stop before they return to the United States. The next stop, Saudi Arabia. Obama, being a devout Arab Muslim, has to know how the government in Saudi Arabia feels about homosexuals. He needs his Secret Service to protect them. But as I said in a couple of other previous videos, he wouldn't stop off at Saudi Arabia. He had no intentions of going there initially. He was sending Airplane Biden, remember? But I think two things happened. He was pressured to go, and he was assured by the Saudi government that they'll overlook the fact that he's a homosexual. Otherwise, I can't see him ever going. Another concern that Obama must have is, if I'm not mistaken, Egypt has issued warrants for his arrest. And that might explain why there's this heightened level of security around the chosen one on his travels in that part of the world. You know what's interesting is that Israel, they have or had an organization that captured, routed out, found, in some cases killed Nazis that were responsible for the deaths of millions of Jews. You think Mossad could capture the chosen one and turn him over to Egypt for prosecution? I don't know, I'm just asking. Maybe that's another reason Obama hates the Prime Minister from Israel, Netanyahu. I don't know. The other obvious reason that he has that burning animosity for Benjamin Netanyahu is because he's a radical, extremist, Arab Muslim that was brought up as most radical, extremist Arab Muslims are brought up, which is to hate Jews. Actually, they hate anyone and everyone that doesn't comply with their demands. You either convert, you die, or you pay Jesus. At least they give them 3 options. It's totally insane, folks. You've heard me say this if you've been viewing me countless times. You couldn't write a book where anyone would believe 99% of what's happened to this country. You have to wonder how a government, our Congress, would allow someone in the position that Obama's in for a second term when we know nothing about him. What we do know is the side of his head looks like a train track. What we do know is that neurologists have said that the scars on the side of his head are reflective of someone that's had serious brain injury. There was an article that I read where he was involved in a very serious car accident where people died. That might explain his injuries. But again, we don't know. What we do know is he can't put 3 words together unless he's on teleprompter. That by itself should frighten most of our congressmen, most of our military commanders, but it's far too late. They've all been compromised, one way or another. How's this going to end? I wish I had a crystal ball. I don't. But what I do know is that it doesn't look promising for future generations or the present generation. I told you what I think. Let me know what you think.